Now, a third suspect in the Phala Phala burglary saga will make his first court appearance at the Bela Magistrates Court this morning. The 27-year-old handed himself over to the police yesterday. He joins two other suspects who appeared earlier this week for the 2020 theft at President Cyril Ramaphosa's farm. Emanuela David and Frelina Joseph, as you can see, they are also back in court for their formal bail application. Let's quickly just listen in.
Our interpreter today, Mr. Mwambo A. Ms. Nora N, our stenographer, Mr. Mukobo for 2 and 3, I choose one person.
Does the defense have any objection to the joinder of accused number 3?
God, please, Your Worship, in respect of number 2 and 3, we
hereby order that the joinder be granted in respect of accused number 3 to the charges that have already been put to the accused.
As a purposes, Worship, the matter was previously remanded for bail application as well. Mr. Mukobo for 2 and 3 is ready to proceed with the application in respect of accused.
Accused number 1 had indicated on the last occasion that he wished to have a private attorney representing.
Yes, Your Worship. I have indicated to the court that this morning I received a call from Mr. Natala introducing himself as an attorney. There was an agreement that was made that
The parties ready to proceed.
God, please, Your Worship, in respect of number 2 and number 3, we are ready to proceed.
we are also ready. I'm also ready.
Okay, you may commence.
Your Worship, in respect of number 2 and 3, we are going to proceed by way of an affidavit. And with the leave of the court, Your Worship, may I please read the contents of the affidavit into the records?
Yes, you may.
In the Magistrate Court for the District of Bela Bela, held at Bela Bela, under case number A476 of 2023, in the matter between Froliana Madumona Joseph as the applicant and the state as the respondent. Affidavit in support of bail. I, the undersigned, Froliana Madumona Joseph, do hereby make oath and state as follows.
Tawati mon mamosaka o shugopasho A476 onde kwa changwa ombapila kutakuta ya ifano kwa David kwa Florian kucha ame Florian David kucha andi ni mwa David kwa mako konfika mnywange opale shelenge.
I am the applicant in this matter.
Ame onima omamba onima mo mushigofashi.
An application for bail
and
an other female person aged 31 years of age with the following personal particulars and background. Identification number
or ID number.
In respect of my identification, I have made my identity document as well as my passport to the state available to the state for purposes of this application for hearing.
We are calling about your ID or in the passport what you oyanja kon makon mako mepa gero kutala kwa kitu cha opo uindile kucha duiko kucha opo obey.
I am a South African citizen from birth.
I'm a South African, South Africa.
I do possess a valid passport issued with, which was issued to me on the 20th of November 2021.
I'm on the national passport. Natango na or passport ndimo na mama fikweli mlongo mbali a November modula mlongo mbali nambali 9 2021.
God bless Your Worship. May the applicants remain seated.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Worship. which was issued to me on the 20th of November 2021 with the date of expiry on 19th November 2031.
O passport yangu ndimo na mo 20 November nde otaika fere fara mo mafiku meli milongo mwe ya November mara mo modula mo 2031.
I record herein that since its date of issue, I have never traveled anywhere across the borders of the Republic.
Ande anju mbangi no kucha. Kujango ko emefi ko londani nganda mono mo passport yange. Apene fi kundaja mo shilongo se South Africa ndiye kumba.
I have already surrendered the said passport to the state and undertake not to flee across the borders of the Republic and will stand my trial to finality.
Amondanja nale o passport yange kodi makote pangelo okucha opo nandi utandilo ndilo lipewa ni mobile yange chashi kandi nela la kanuni melokucha amamaika cha mushilo ngo ndaifandu ka andika kiongo andika tela na ya limango ko ndo sibofa shangi.
Previous travel or residence in foreign countries, I have never traveled anywhere across the borders of the Republic since I was issued with this particular passport.
Amenge shilinga kujango befikolenda mwanango passport yango kapene fiku na ndiko kwa address ndai ndatandaja moshilongo mutandiye koje kapene fiku ndakaja moshilongo kana omwike ndaka passport yangu ndilo mpaka.
Relatives resident outside of the Republic of South Africa, I do not have any relatives who are resident outside the borders of the Republic of South Africa.
Amenge shilinga family tangi bili koje eshi wababa kala koje mara amenge shikoti ngaiko bikofa kucha kanino family ili koje kai kutajije mu moshilo ngo ndiye kulukai.
Assets outside of the Republic of South Africa, I do not possess any assets outside of the Republic of South Africa.
Amenge shindili kanina shima shimo dikwete ilo etumbo ilo pamoshima shokwa toka utashima ndapo mukunika shindala ndela koje kanina nanje shima shindina ndina shukiri koje eshindi medina landika.
Personal background. Place of birth, I was born in Bela Bela on the 9th of December 1992.
Itumba mwangi okudalwa ngeshinga ndipo bikofa kucha ama onda dale maboshipangelo so Bela Bela
1992.
Mo 1992.
Schooling. I attended Vengerkraal Secondary School, wherein I dropped out at the age of 10, at grade 10, pardon your worship, in the year 2012.
Ndaya ko skola mo Vengerkraal de ndaya ko skola ande mo skola da kanja mo ndilu mo ni mo grade 10 mo grade yo longo mo 2012 mo medula 2012.
Tertiary and or other training, I do not possess any formal qualifications or training.
Kandina ba kucha elimu hilo kwa lakini ndia na vitu akomesho kaya kandina shima shindi kwete kucha kwenda kwenda ile kwa university wala ame elo kwa ngala wala ngoma ni moke tena.
Work history. I am currently unemployed and my last employment was in 2021 at Phala Phala as a casual worker.
Kombinga upate kucha kilonga hata mimi andilongo kaya onlipe ungo fimbo lo la honile ndali kilonga pali mo 2021 eskwaya ndilongo mo Phala Phala mara pali on ma like occasion or pattern.
General remarks regarding background and permanency. I was born in Bela Bela and raised at stand number C15 Vengerkraal, which address or property belongs to my parents, and I have been living there from birth. I regard this address as my permanent place of residence.
Na panda kuila dadarelwa mo ni mama Bela Bela hospital de dakuli fila konima onele ya memo wange na tatu wange okonele okonda kuila kiongo no paitenga address ngo danjayo oyongo address ya mbule kumboyo kapno ali address maisha ndo ka.
The property is shared with my parents, siblings, and my minor child. I further submit that this property is within the jurisdictional area of Bela Bela.
Ponelo kwa tujio adresa kwa ndanja andiki mono ni na kululu bange na no ndenge bange plus no kana kange endo atu ngo kwa address ipi ngo yili lengo.
marital status, and general particulars of spouse. I am single. Dependent. I have one minor child who is currently 1 year old and regard myself as a single parent.
Onu elikuwa miwandi anditaka mifa kwa mimwene ukana kange oko eshandika mafanta fame ano memo ako kandina na tatu akanda nandi homo la kaya.
Income. I have no source of income.
Yandipe ya shakaya yakapunushima reshani monogomoji.
Assets, movable or immovable. I do not own any assets of value.
Ki ni mangeno kwa tabla ndi kucha onduda ilo shike na ndi kutotua mekaponoshima ndi kweta kanime ungo ilo kanimotua mbunga na manya.
Availability and sources of funds for bail. I submit to the Honorable Court that I am able to afford a reasonable amount of bail.
Njenje kucha ande ni matikio kwa ofa kucha njenje ndio kwa kumwa kupewa obeili andi dulu kucha kuimba andi dulu kufutanya linga.
History and antisocial behavior. Previous convictions. I confirm that I do not have any records of previous convictions. Pending criminal cases. I do not have any cases pending against me. I also declare that I have no knowledge of any outstanding warrant against me. I further declare that I do not have any order against me as contemplated in Section 5 or Section 6 of the Domestic Violence Act of 1998.
All right, 3 people allegedly involved in the 2020 robbery at President Cyril Ramaphosa's Phala Phala farm in Limpopo are appearing in the Bela Magistrates Court today. Of course, we found out that they were arrested on Sunday. They appeared earlier this week, I think around Tuesday, in the same court, and that was when the case was postponed to today or this morning. And what we know about these suspects so far is that, for instance, Frolina Joseph, who was arrested along with her co-accused on Sunday, she in fact is one of the workers who worked at the Phala Phala farm. According to our senior reporter Aviwe Mtila, she in fact was working on the farm not on a permanent basis. She had a set contract and she didn't know, or rather she's the one who knew the way around the farm to allow, allegedly, of course this is all allegedly, to allow the men to make their way into the farm and to show them exactly where to go. Ndilisano and Ndilinasho, rather, David Joseph, her brother, just handed himself to police yesterday, and he is the 3rd suspect appearing today. So the first two, Frolina and her other co-accused, accused number 1, as you can see him there with the face mask, are applying for bail today. At the moment, the defense attorney is reading her affidavit into the record. She does say that she is a young mother to a 1-year-old baby, her only dependent, and she did ask the court on Tuesday if she could please be allowed to breastfeed her daughter, because at the moment that is the only way that the child can be fed. She still has to be fed through breastfeeding, and she applied to the court for the child to at least be brought 3 times a day to the prison where she's being held, to her cell, so that she can feed her young child. The magistrate did make a ruling on that, and they are supposed, or police are supposed, to allow her to be able to feed her child at least 3 times a day. So we'll find out today. They are trying to convince the magistrate that they are the perfect candidates for bail, and we'll find out from our senior reporter Aviwe Mtila, who is in Bela at that magistrate's court, for us to give us an update on what we have missed.